Forearms Pilates, whether you're joining me live or on demand, morning, evening, afternoon. Okay, so as usual, make sure you've got enough space. You're not going to hit any furniture. Make sure you've got the windows open, you've got a draft of air, you've got some water, and any equipment that you need. So have your mat, your grips. It's a mixed level class, so I will give you different options if you want to work a little bit harder, either with your stretchy bands or light weights. There's always an option there. And of course, if you've got your activation bands, get those ready. Okay, so feet hip distance apart. And just to review, of course, your posture. Find your neutral spine position. So just to review that, bend your knees a little bit. You want to tuck the hips under just a tiny bit, and then the other way. Somewhere in the middle of that, you'll feel these lower abdominals pulling in, and that's your neutral spine position. Okay, added to your buttock muscles engaging. Draw the pelvic floor muscles in as well, just to start off with, to help you find those Pilates muscles. And then breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth, rib cage closing, obviously chin retracted, thinking about your posture and your 3 points of connection there in your spine. It's just a little bit of a recap. Okay, so let's start off with our warm-up, feet hip distance apart. Again, check your knees aren't rolling in, and if you've got your activation band, you do need to push out against your activation band, so you're helping yourself to activate more core muscles. Okay, up onto the balls of the feet, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth, close that rib cage, hinge the hips back, draw the abdominals in, tuck the chin in, and roll forwards one vertebra at a time. So just relaxing the arms, relax the head, relax the neck, relax the shoulders. Try and keep the abdominals in and straighten the legs just enough so you start to get a little bit of a stretch, a warm-up stretch. So calves, back of the thighs, bicep muscles, lower back as well. And then breathing in, breathe out, draw the abdominals in, tuck the chin in, rolling up one vertebra at a time, all the way back up. Good, fantastic. So check neutral spine, knee alignment, activate with the bands up onto the toes, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth, close the rib cage, hinge the hips back but don't arch, rolling forwards one vertebra at a time, relaxing the upper body and straightening the legs just enough so you get a stretch there. And breathing in, breathe out, draw the abdominals in, slowly rolling up, tuck the chin in, opening up the spine. Good, all the way back, fantastic. Okay, so arms slightly behind you for your posture, abdominals in, neutral spine position, and just start to roll those shoulder joints forwards, up, back and down. Try and relax the arms here and just get the shoulder joints moving. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep that chin back, so you're working on your posture all the time. Abdominals in, breathing in and out. Okay, one shoulder and the other one. Breathing in and out. That's it. A little bit bigger movement. And then we're going to take the shoulders forwards one at a time. Forwards, 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 forwards. Okay, and then we're going to do alternate. So don't worry, I can't see you. So if you don't do it right, it doesn't matter. So one goes forwards and one goes back at the same time, and then you're opening up the chest. So breathing in and out. One shoulder's going forwards, one's going back, and then reverse it at the same time. So good luck if you're doing this at home. It's quite tricky. It gets the brain moving. Working. So, okay, and relaxed. All right, one hand on the shoulder. So I want you to follow the elbow with the eyes. So you're lifting up the chest and taking it behind you. Good, just this one again, breathing in, breathing out. So we're working on our upper body flexibility as well, and our neck, as well as our shoulders. And the other one, breathing in, breathing out, working on our side to side motion as well. Breathing in, good, and out. Fantastic. Now we do it with the arm. So take the arm across, follow the hand, lift the chest up, and bring it back. And the other one, breathing in, follow the hand, breathing out, abdominals in, stretch it. Good, this time we're going to follow the hand all the way around. That's it, breathing in, follow the hand up, breathing out and back, stretching up and back. Good, breathing in, up, back, and then both arms up. Like this first, stretch the arms slightly behind you, reaching up from the shoulder blades, and then stretch one arm up and the other one. There. Good, and back. All right, arms behind you. Shrug the shoulders and relax. Keep those core muscles engaged. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and out. And lengthening side to side. Feet, knees and hips, shoulders in line. Remember, arms slightly behind you. So you're stretching from the shoulder blade, reaching. And then you're going to hold it there, and just try and get your rib cage moving side to side. So engage the abdominals, try and just move your upper body there. Keep the arms slightly behind you so the movement is coming from your shoulder blades rather than the top of the shoulders like that. Chin retracted, moving side to side, and then just stretching a little bit further when you've warmed up a little bit. Stretching, keep the arms behind you. There, reaching. Good, and from there we're going to go diagonally. Try and keep the hips, knees, feet facing the front. Move the chest. The arm comes with you. And back. So the arm only moves because you move your chest. Try not to let the arm move on its own. Breathing in, breathing out. That's it. Breathing in, breathing out, and stretch. Add that stretch in. Breathing in, breathing out. Hold it. Arms back a little bit more. And stretch from the spine. Breathing in, breathing out. Arms back. Stretch a little bit more. Good. One more each side. Open up. Stretch. Good. And the other way. Open up and then stretch. Good. And fantastic. All right, relax the arms slightly behind you, core muscles engaged. And we're going to relax the head forwards and back now, just loosening up the neck. Breathing in, breathing out. Bring it back and down slightly so you feel that stretch in the back of the neck. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, lift the chin up and head forwards. Breathing in, breathing out. Back to the centre. Jaw sideways up to the ceiling, shoulder down at the same time. Good, breathing in, breathing out, other side. Good, breathing in, breathing out. Great, okay, now we're going to look over our shoulder. Try and keep the shoulders facing the front, open up the chest, breathing in, breathing out. To look over the shoulder and look upwards a little bit. And then roll that head forwards, brush the chin to the chest, up to the other side, look over the shoulder, look up and back, and roll that head forwards. So just improving that flexibility. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, back to the centre, and relax the ear to the shoulder. Make sure this shoulder isn't lifting. In fact, stretch the arm the other way, and add your hand in, breathing in. Breathing out, up and over. If you want a bit more of a stretch, take the arm behind you and you can slide it across your back there. For a little bit more of a stretch, up to you. Breathing in, breathing out, up and over, shoulder down, stretching. Good, and hands behind the head. So chin retracted, breathing in, breathing out, head forwards, tuck the chin in. Brilliant. Okay, so we're going to go into our inner thigh stretches and then our hip flexor stretch. So if you want to add in your band, your ball or your weights with your hip flexor stretch, get that ready. Also, when we do our inner thigh stretches, it's quite good to hold something behind you to keep your posture, either the band, the weights, or I'm going to hold the ball. It just helps you keep the shoulder blades back and down as we go into our side lunges. Okay, so feet as far as wide as it's comfortable for you, and then remember you sink your hips back as you go into that side lunge. to stretch the inner thigh. So take the legs wide enough so you get the stretch there. Breathing in, breathing out. Sink the hips back. Don't let the knee go any further forwards than the end of the toe. Keep the chin retracted like we've just been practicing, and keep those shoulder blades back and down. So if you hold the band, the weights or ball like this, it just helps you. All right, keep your posture in place. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, if you're not feeling much of a stretch in the inner thigh, then take the legs a little bit wider. It's up to you. Breathing in, breathing out. Sink the hips back. All right, we're going to hold it one side. Take the legs a bit wider if you're able to. Turn the feet out a little bit more. Sink the hips down. And hold that stretch. Good. And we're going to go to the other side. Again, feet a little bit wider. Sink the hips back and down if you're able to. If you turn the feet out a little bit, you'll get more of a stretch in the inner thigh. All right, bring the feet back a little bit. So we're going to go into our hip flexor stretch. So we're going to turn sideways into like a side squat, if you like. Lunge squat. Back nice and straight. Okay, squat down as far as it's comfortable for you again. So it can be a very tiny squat like this, as long as you can feel that hip flexor, or a little bit bigger and a bit lower, up to you. Make sure you can feel the stretch in what we call the hip flexor, which is here. Okay, breathing in, breathing out. Tip the pelvis under, back nice and straight. So add your arms in. Again, you can hold the band, stretch the band apart, add your weights, or just add the ball here. Give the ball a bit of a squeeze, breathing in, breathing in. Now reach up from the chest, from the shoulder blades, tip the pelvis under, draw the abdominals in, and then we're going up and over to the side and back. Breathing in, breathing out, up and over. And do remember, if you've got the activation band on, particularly with this side, push your thigh out against the activation band so that knee doesn't roll in. Good, stretching up and back. Lift the chest up and back. You can look up towards the hands as well. Tip the pelvis under, draw the abdominals in, stretch the spine. Good, and relax. Okay, and then we'll just swap round the other way. So as I said, big lunge, little lunge, up to you. You can go down as low as you want to, as long as your hips don't go lower than your knees. Arms up in the air, elbows level with the ears, breathing in, breathing out, stretching up, stretch that spine, tip the pelvis under, draw the abdominals in, up and over, one side, and up and over the other, and then up to the centre, up and back, tip the pelvis under, stretch, good, okay, and relax, good for balance as well. Okay, you can put your weights down, or ball or band, whatever you're holding, and then we'll just do our basic front of the thigh stretch. So tip the pelvis under, same thing, but this time you're stretching out the major muscle there on the front of the thigh. Heel in towards the hip if you're able to. Breathing in, breathing out. Tip the pelvis under. Okay, so if you can, take the hand off the wall, hold your ear, or hold your foot with the other hand. Breathing in, breathing out. Tip the pelvis under. A little bit more of a stretch there. Great, and relax. And the other side. Okay. Breathing in, breathing out. Tip the pelvis under, back nice and straight. Breathing in, breathing out. Great. Okay, so we're going to do a balance exercise actually today. So if you have a ball, you could use the bands actually, or the weights. So all we're going to do, we're going to start in this position. I think I'll do it sideways on. Take the leg out behind you, breathing in, breathing out. So take the leg off the floor, sorry, the leg off, foot off the floor, abdominals in, shoulder blades back and down. Now you're going to tip the body forwards. I don't mean stoop forwards like that. It's like a tipping action. So you lead with your chest. So your elbows stay level with your ears. Draw the abdominals in. Okay, this really does get your lower back muscles, so be careful if it's uncomfortable in your low back. Keep the movement really tiny. Or you can go a little bit down a bit further, but the important thing is you lead with your chest and the elbows stay level with your ears. So just watch it. This is the wrong way to do it. Okay, this is the correct way. Keep the elbows here, chin retracted, breathing in, breathing out, and then forwards and up. Breathing in, breathing out. Up to you how low you go. Okay, it works on your balance. You're going to feel it quite tough on the leg you're standing on. Works deep stabilising muscles. There. That's it. And back. Breathing in, breathing out. Shoulder blades back and down. There. Okay, let's try the other side. Other leg. Shoulder blades back and down, elbows level with the ears. Breathing in, breathing out. And tip the body forwards. Keep the posture. Breathing in, breathing out. So go forwards as far as it's comfortable. You can do a very tiny movement. You can go forwards a little bit more, as long as you don't let the arms come forwards on their own. The elbows need to stay level with the ears. There. Good, and back. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, okay, fantastic. Okay, so while we're standing here, let's go into our squatting. So we're just going to do our basic squatting today. Again, you can use your weights for a little bit more resistance. So we can just use the ball, or we can use our stretchy bands. Okay, so feet hip distance apart, maybe slightly wider. Feet turned out a little bit. You don't want feet turned, well, you can have the feet turned in, but not today. Okay, so remember, sink the hips back, keep the shoulder blades back and down. So that's your action. As you come back up, push the heels into the mat, squeeze the buttock muscles, and coming back up. Breathing in, breathing out. So we're going down first, and then squeeze. Down. Good, and squeeze. Okay, let's add some arms in. So what we're going to do first of all, we're going to do a bicep curl, then we're going to do a tricep, okay? So if you've got the weights, you can do both arms at the same time. If you've got the band, it's very difficult to do both, or we possibly could do both at the same time, but it's probably better to do one. Just let me try. Okay, if you can get the band under the feet, let's try and do both. So as we go down into the squat, we're going into a bicep curl, okay? So it's just like this. There, so you can have one foot under the band, or both feet under the band, or just one. If it's too much, if you've got the black band, it's quite tough. Okay, you might want to do one each side. Okay, am I giving you too many options? I hope not. Okay, so you can do that, or if you've got your light weights, we can do this bicep curls with that, either. Okay, so here we go. Breathing in, breathing up abdominals, sink the hips back, elbows tucked in, and then into our biceps. And as you come back up, feet slightly turned out, squeeze the buttock muscles, breathing in, breathing out there, and then push the heels into the mat for more resistance. If you've got the activation band and you want to work harder, bring the band down a little bit lower, okay? So continue, breathing in, breathing out there, and up. So you can work as hard as you want to. You can speed it up a little bit if you want. I'll just do it with the band to show you. So continue, you don't have to stop. If you haven't got a band or weights, you can tuck your elbow in. You can actually, if you make a fist, you can actually do the exercise without any resistance at all. You use your own body weight for resistance. Okay, so here's same thing here, there. Good, so try and get the hands, bring the hands up to the shoulders, but keep the shoulder blades back and down, hinge the hips back, breathing in, breathing out, chin retracted, breathing in, breathing out. There we go, there. All right, speed it up a little bit if you want to. Push the heels into the mat, squeeze the buttock muscles there, 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 and just little double time action, there, there. Okay, right, let's do our back of the arms now. So back of the arms, you start here with the hand at hip height, and you take the arm out behind, so you bend it and straighten it. If you can do both arms at the same time, give it a go. If it's too much, you might want to do one at a time. So same thing, you start with the hands at the hips. As you go down into the squat, we take the arms back. There, breathing in, breathing out, shoulder blades back and down. So this is for your back of the arms, called the triceps. Again, a bit lower if you want to, squeeze the buttock muscles. When you come back up, push the heels into the mat, Extend those arms back, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. A little bit lower, a little bit faster if you want to. So if you've got the weights, exactly the same thing here, and back, and there, breathing in, breathing out. Remember, don't let the upper back collapse. Shoulder blades back and down. Good, push the heels into the mat. Push out against your activation band. There, and back. There, and then we're going to hold it. And just a little pulsing action. Backwards and then together. So the little fingers are near each other. That's it. Again, back of the arms, breathing in, breathing out. Abdominals in, shoulder blades back and down. Good, fantastic. So just adding the weights on the band adds a little bit more cardio in, especially if you speed that up. So that's entirely up to you. Okay, we'll put that down for the minute. And we're just going to come back and finish off with our deep stretches for our upper body. So right arm over left. Lock the elbows, push the elbows away. Open the shoulder blades. Lower the elbows down and stretch the hands out. Do it from the side, breathing in, breathing out. Go there, and up, there, and up. Good, push the elbows away and extend the forearms further forwards. Okay, all right, other side, left over right. Push the elbows out, lower the elbows, breathing in, breathing out, stretching up and down. Keep the shoulder blades open, so you're getting that stretch there, and back. And then elbows out, extend the forearms further forwards. Great, all right, open up the chest, arms behind you, interlace the fingers if you can, and stretching up. Open the chest, shoulder blades back and down, stretch the arms out. And relax, breathing in, breathing out, stretch. Good, fantastic. Okay, time to take your shoes off, and if you want to, again, up to you. Do grab some water, you've got it handy. And then we're going to go into our deeper leg stretches, and then onto the floor for our mat work. Okay. And always, as always, this is a mixed level class, so work at your own level. Okay, feet hip distance apart, neutral spine position, chin retracted, core muscles engaged, up onto the toes, breathing in, breathing out. Hinge the hips back, tuck the chin in, open the shoulder blades, rolling forwards, one vertebra at a time. So we're holding the stretches a little bit longer this time. So hold the legs somewhere, or the floor, doesn't matter. And bend your knees just a little bit, and then straighten the legs. Hinge the hips back. Breathing in as you bend, breathing out as you straighten. Breathing in, breathing out. Hold the stretch for a few seconds. Good. Turn the toes inwards. Okay, so you're like that position, so it gives you a deeper stretch in the back of the legs. Bend and straighten. Breathing in, breathing out, straighten. And alternate. Bend one, straighten the other. Good, and now turn your feet out. Same thing, bend the knees, straighten the legs. Breathing in, breathing out. Alternate. Holding that stretch to improve your flexibility. All right, feet back to the centre. Take the left leg out in front of you, sink the hips back. Hold the end of the foot, stretch the toes back and turn the foot inwards and outwards. Great, and then the other one. Stretch the toes back, turn the foot inwards and outwards. Good, okay, so we're going to walk our hands forward now into our downward dog stretch. And as always with this section, please work at your own level. You can always bring the knees down onto the mat if it's more comfortable for you. Okay, so we're coming forwards. I'm going to use my grips in a minute. Okay, hips up in the air, stretch back, stretch the arms away from your hands, stretch your shoulders away from your arms, and then you really need to work on stretching out the spine. So stretch stretch the hips up in the air, but draw the abdominals in, no overarching the back, and try and get the heels down towards the mat. Okay, up onto the toes, breathing in, breathing out, and then stretching back, shoulder blades back and down. Good, up and back, and then up, hold it there, and then take one knee forwards and stretch the other leg back. So up, it's like a foot out ankle exercise. Breathing in, breathing out, stretching back, up and down. Good. Okay, take the feet slightly wider, draw the abdominals in as you come forwards into your plank. So remember, the plank is a total body exercise, but keep your postural alignment. No rounding at the shoulders, and also no overarching or letting the hips drop down too much. So you're here, breathing in, your downward dog, breathe out, draw the abdominals in, come forwards into your plank. Abdominals in, you really got to think of your tummy button going through to your spine to engage the core muscles. Breathing in, breathing out. By all means, come down onto your knees if you want to, forwards and back. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. And what we're going to do today, it's a little bit more challenging. We're going to do that same exercise, downward dog into plank, but we're going to do it on our forearms, the forearms plank, which is less strain on the wrists, but it's more challenging on the core and the shoulders and arms. Okay, are you ready? Let's give it a go. Okay, so you're going to have your forearms in this position. Now make sure that the elbows are under the shoulders. You're not sort of out in that position because it won't support you. All right, so elbows under the shoulders, hands out in front here or here, whatever's comfortable for you. Now you can do this, as I said, with the knees on the mat like this. This is also your forearms or elbows plank position. And from there you can go back into your downward dog stretch. So work at your own level, breathing in, breathing up, abdominals in, come forwards, chin retracted, shoulder blades back and down, forwards and back. So it's a nice stretch for your spine as well as working the core. Okay, if that was a little bit easy, okay, then you bring the knees off the mat, and this is your elbows plank position. Now if it's too much, okay, you always bring one knee down and the other one. Give that a go. There, there, or both. Okay, so from here, you're going to stretch back into the downward dog stretch, but from your forearms. Breathing in, breathing out, coming forwards, and it's a lot more challenging. It's a lovely exercise, it's a lovely stretch for your back. I find a better stretch actually, I find anyway, than doing it on your arms, on the full arm position. But coming forwards like this, you're strengthening your shoulders a little bit more. So coming forwards and back, there, there, all right, and then just holding it. Draw those abdominals in, good, and then relax. All right, stretch back, sit back on your heels, arms stretched out in front of you. I want you to take your knees slightly wider if it's comfortable for you, and relax your hips back down towards your heels as far as it's comfortable. You don't have to get all the way back down. Arms out in front, and then deep breath in through the nose, long slow breath out through the mouth. This is a great stretch for your low back. So just in this position, which you can use at the end of the class for your relaxation if you want to. Okay, so I want you to take your right arm a little bit further out, take the left arm over, stretch the arms away, breathing in, breathing out, and then sink the hips back a little bit more. So this is opening up the spine, stretching out your back, take the left hand out, right arm over the left, stretch, hips back, relax. All right, back to the centre. Now bring the hands down by the side of you and into your child's pose stretch if it's comfortable. If you can't quite get the head down, okay, you can always rest your head on your hands like that, or maybe you have your ball here, up to you. But just make sure you're in a relaxed position. As I said, it's a lovely stretch for the spine. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. All right, come back up. I'm going to go into our cat stretch, which is great for our upper back mobility. Knees under the hips, again wrists under the shoulders, using your wrist grips if you need to. Breathing in, breathing out. Shut the chin under, opening the shoulder blades, close the rib cage, draw the abdominals in. Feel that stretch in your upper back. And then breathe in, breathe out. Shoulder blades back and down, abdominals in. So you're lifting the head, but don't throw the head back. Don't lift the chin as in deliberately. You're just lengthening there through the spine. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, stretching. There. And back. Back to your central position. And then just wiggle your hips around. Just get the hips moving. And your back. Okay, and then lift the feet off the mat. Take the feet over to the right and head goes towards the feet. Back, breathing in, breathing out there. And back, just getting the hips moving. Then it opens up the spine. Good for the pelvis. There and back. There and back. There and back. Okay, so on all fours, so we're going to go into our Superman. Again, which is great for flexibility, great for strengthening the muscles around the spine. Good for your balance, posture as well. And again here, if you want to add in your light weights, that just adds a little bit more core activation, if you like, a little bit more of a challenge, helps to work the shoulders a little bit more, gives you more focus, so it's up to you. Okay, on all fours, so breathing in, breathe out, draw the abdominals in, and then you're going to slide the hand, slide the foot along the mat away, and then lift, draw the abdominals in, and then really enjoy that stretch through the spine. Draw the abdominals in and back, breathing in, breathing out, sliding, lift, stretch, and back. As I said, use the weights if you want to, or just use the grips, gives you a little bit more focus. Stretch, abdominals in, good, and back, breathing in, breathing out, there, good, and back. Strengthens your back muscles as well. Breathing in, breathing out, lift, draw the abdominals in. Okay, this time hold it, hand and foot to the floor and lift, breathing in, breathing out, hold it there, arm and leg out to the side and back. Good, and then we're going to do that on the other side. Arm and leg out, straight, hand and foot to the floor, breathing in, breathing out, lift and stretch, lift and stretch, and then out to the side and back. Draw those abdominals in, there, and back. Good, change sides again, arm and leg out. And then we're bending the knee, bringing the elbows in and extending. Okay, breathing in, breathing out, lift, breathing in, breathing out, good, and then the other one. Arm and leg out, bend the knee, bend the elbow towards each other. Try not to arc round the back, you're keeping the back straight, you're just bringing the knee in. There, breathing in, breathing out. There, and back. Good. Okay, and sit back again, relax. Nice deep breath in and out. Good, all right, turn around the other way, sitting on your mat. So we're going to go into a nice rolling down exercise for your spine. Again, if you want to add the weights in here, add your stretchy band in, you can. We've done quite a bit on the arms already, so you might just want to give them a rest or just hold your ball instead, that's quite nice. If you've got the activation band, you might want to bring it down a little bit lower. I find if I bring my band down a bit lower, particularly for this exercise, I feel it strengthening and supporting my knees, my hips and my back. Okay, breathing in, breathing out. So close the rib cage, open the shoulder blades, abdominals in, tip the pelvis under. So you're really opening up the spine there. Breathing in, breathing out again. Buttock muscles, tummy, come back up. So you're rolling down as far as it's comfortable for you, and you can come back up without jerking or straining. Okay, so it can be a very tiny movement. If you're having trouble with this one, you can always keep the hands here underneath the thigh, or the band comes in helpful because it gives you a little bit more support there if you find it's a bit uncomfortable. Or if you're trying to work on that lower back mobility, that's it. Sinking your spine into the board is quite nice as well. But do remember, I know it's lots to think about, push your thighs out against the activation band if you're using them. Breathing in, breathing out to engage your core a little bit more. Okay, so off you go, lots of choices there. If you can get all the way back, nice big stretch up with the arms. Breathing in, breathing out. Tuck the chin in, give the ball a squeeze, and come back up. Okay, breathing in, breathing out. Abdominals, push out against your band. Stretch, tuck the chin in, all the way back up. Remember to tip the pelvis under as you go down. Good, and come back up. There. Okay, so what we're going to do to this, we're going to add in our shoulder bridge. So if you're not able to get down on the floor, get all the way down, just hold your hands on the floor to help you with that movement. Okay, and then we're going to add in our shoulder bridge to this. Okay, push the hips up, arms back, all the way down, rolling your spine into the mat. And again, breathing in, breathing out, coming back up. There, add the arms in, stretch, roll the spine back down, and you're going to come back up again. Now, if you used your hands last time, okay, just have the hands on here, and just help them to come back up. Okay, so let's do a couple of these. Breathing in, breathing out. Tip the pelvis under, all the way back if you're able to. Work at your own level here. Good, one more. And this time we're going to stay down. And then we're going to go into our shoulder bridge. Curl the hips under, squeeze the buttock muscles. Stretch the arms back and slowly roll that spine back down. Breathing in, breathing out. Tip the pelvis under, push out against your bands as well for more resistance. Arms back and roll the spine back down. Good, coming back up. And again, a couple more of you rolling down. Okay, let's go a bit diagonally, rolling down there to the side. Squeeze the buttock muscle on the side that you've turned to. Breathing in, curl the hips under, squeeze the buttock muscle, push out against your bands. Good, a couple more. Breathing in, breathing out, other side. There, and back. Okay, all the way back. Big stretch up. And there, remember, if you can't go all the way back down, hands on the mat. Good, and then this time we're going to go into our shoulder bridge. If you have got a ball or cushion, place it in between the knees, and you're going to curl up. And this time hold it, and then just drop the hips, push up and squeeze the knees together, so you're getting more core activation. Bring the feet in a bit closer towards your hips if you want to work a bit harder. Okay, breathing in, breathing out, squeezing. So if you haven't got one of these balls, just add a cushion in. That's it. Or if you haven't got anything at all, okay, you want to, as you curl up, you want to push the legs out towards the band. It sort of does the same thing. It works the legs a little bit more. So up to you. Okay, breathing in, breathing out, squeezing. Feet in a bit closer if you want to work harder. Also, you can come up onto the balls of the feet. There, squeezing. There, and squeeze. And then all the way back down. Good, and then slowly come back up again. Great. Fantastic. Okay, hug your knees, nice deep breath in and out. And now we're going to roll back into our opposite arm and opposite leg. Again, if you did lower the band for that one, you can bring it back up again. Up to you. The lower you bring the band down, the harder it is actually, not the other way around. You might think it was the other way around. Okay, so lying on your back. Most important thing here, apart from engaging the core, of course, by pushing your thighs up against your bands, is your neutral spine position. Push the fingers under the small of the back. Make sure they get stuck and they're not going all the way under. So the challenge here is to add your arm and leg movement in, but pressing your spine towards the mat. So you're lengthening through the body, lengthening through the spine, breathing in, breathing out. Also working the abdominals, working on your alignment, the posture, chin retracted, and this also helps. If you're very tight in the low back, it just helps to lengthen your spine there. Breathing in, breathing out, good. Both arms back, one leg forward, pressing your shoulder blades into the mat, chin tucked in, good, breathing in, breathing out. One arm out to the side, so like it's the opposite arm to the leg, opening out. Breathing in, breathing out. Press your spine towards the mat. Set both arms back. Press the shoulder blades into the mat. Stretching back. Point the toe, flex the foot. Lengthen through that spine. Pressing your spine towards the mat. Point, flex. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. There. So this is your basic exercise, if you like, and you can come up into your tabletop variations, of course, touching the foot to the mat. Keeping the challenge is to keep that spine in the neutral position. Please go back down to the level before if you find that back arching. Breathing in, breathing out. So add the arms in if you want to. Stretching, chin tucked in, and then of course eventually lengthening the leg away from you, as long as you can keep your neutral spine position. Very important to work at your own level. So lengthening that spine, breathing in, breathing out, stretching. Don't let the band pull the knees in. Again, push out against your band to work a little bit harder. Breathing in, breathing out. There. Good. And back. There. And back. There. And back. Okay, so if you want to, you can bring the head off the floor, like an abdominal curl. Position. And then we're going to go across diagonally, like this, to the knee. Breathing in, breathing out. There, there, there. There, if it's too much, feet on the mat. Breathing in, breathing out. And then we can take the leg out fully. Breathing in, breathing out, if you're able to. That's it. Bring the band a bit lower if you want to. Make sure when you do this, you lead with the chest, not the neck. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, we can speed that up a little bit without bringing the head back down each time. So it's there, there, that's it, there. Extending, speed it up a little bit if you want a bit more core activation, a bit more cardio. Good. All right, curling up, legs up in the air, reach up towards the feet if you're able to. If it's uncomfortable, of course you can always leave the head on the ball, and you can do this exercise without lifting the head off. So you're stretching the legs up, point the toes, flex the feet, and you're drawing the abdominals in. So curl up if you want to, point and flex, or just leave the head on the mat. Reaching, point and flex, draw those abdominals in, there and back, there and back, which is quite tough. Great, okay, knees into the chest, do as many as you want, of course, and roll your hips around. So like massaging your back into the mat, one way and the other way. That's it. And then we're going into our spine stretch. So take the arms out to the side, press the shoulder blades into the mat. So feet in your tabletop position, breathing in, breathing out. Let the legs and the hips go over one way, head goes the other way. Pressing that shoulder blade into the mat, stretching the arm as well. Now don't force the legs over. Just let your body relax into the stretch. Breathing in, breathing out the other way. Stretching, stretch that arm out. Good, breathing in, breathing out. Good. Nice and slowly. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Feet back on the mat. Take the legs a little bit wider Okay, so it's the same exercise with your start positions with the feet a little bit wider, and it just helps to open up your spine and your pelvis a little bit more. Breathing in, breathing out. So same thing, side to side, nice and relaxed. How are we doing for time? Oh, I think we'll get another. Oh, we get a side lying exercise in for you. Okay. There. Good, and back. Fantastic. Okay, so roll over onto your side. So we're going to do a side lying exercise. And again, if you have the activation band, if you bring the band down a bit lower on the legs, you're going to get more core activation, more work on the legs. So it's up to you. Okay, you can rest your head on the ball or just rest your head on your arm, bent or straight. And stretch the legs out. So body in a straight line. Breathing in, breathing out. So with this exercise, if you're stretching the legs out enough and drawing the core muscles in, if you put your hand underneath here, there should be a bit of a gap, actually. Anyway, moving on. All right, so what we're going to do first of all, breathing in, breathing out. So you're going to bring your knee up. You're going to bend your knee, bring it up to your thigh, to your waist height, and bring it down again. Then you're going to lift the leg up to the side. Then you're going to curl the foot behind you. Okay, like you flexing the foot, bend the knee, and your heel goes up towards your hip. Okay, so it's 1 here, 2 to the side, kick up, 3 and back. Okay, so it's 1, 2 and kick. 1, side and kick. Okay, speed it up a little bit if you want to. So front, side, kick. Front, side. Now if you want a bit more of a challenge, the leg that's resting on the mat, you could actually not let it rest on the mat to make it a little bit more challenging. So it's up to you. Kick, okay. Front, side, kick, front, side, and kick. Okay, fantastic. And let's do that on the other side. So roll over. Again, board or hand, up to you. Stretch the legs out. Again, move the activation band to a comfortable position. So first of all, we bring the knee up towards the waist height. Good, then we lift it up to the side, and then we kick the foot to the back, bending the knee. Okay, so it's bend, side, and back. Okay, bend, speed it up a little bit. And then, as I said, if you want to work, you want a bit more of a challenge, the leg that's resting on the mat, you could actually let it just come off the mat. And that just makes the whole exercise a little bit more challenging. Okay, front, side, and kick. Front, side, kick it up. Front, side, kick. Front, side, and kick. Speed it up. There, kick, back. There, kick, back. Oh, okay. I hope you enjoyed that as much as me. All right, roll back over. And time to take the activation band off now. Okay, roll back onto your mat. First of all, we're going into our low back stretch and then into our final stretches. I'm just going to put some music on. Oh, that's going to work. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, so into our low back stretch first. Again, you can have the ball here if you want to. At the back of the head, so stretch the legs out. Arms the other way. Point the toes, flex the feet. And bring the left knee in towards the chest. Grab the back of the thigh, press your lower back into the mat. Point the toes, flex the feet. And really enjoy that low back stretch there. Holding it for at least 10 seconds. Good, stretch out again, point the toes. Flex the feet, bring the leg in. Press your spine towards the mat. Curl up if you want to, point the toes, flex the feet. Hold it for at least 10 seconds. Good, and again, point, flex, bring the leg in. Good, one more big stretch. Okay, we're going into our final stretches. So grab your stretchy band or your activation band. And we're going to go into our deep stretches and then our relaxation. So wrap the band around, or middle to the end of the foot. Right leg out the other way, point the toes, flex the feet. Breathing in as you point, breathing out as you flex. Try to straighten the leg a little bit more, drawing it back a little bit further. And you can always add a little bit more stretch or resistance there with the band. Good, hold it in the flexed position and turn the leg inwards and outwards. All right, bring the leg across, left leg over to the right. Keep the foot flexed, move that leg forwards and backwards. Bring the leg back, swap hands. So take the left leg out to the left, keep the foot flexed, turn the leg out as well, so you're getting that inner thigh stretch. Move the leg forwards and back. Great, all right, same thing on the other leg. Wrap the band sort of middle to the end of the right leg, right foot. Left leg out along the mat, point the toes, flex the feet. Breathing in as you point, breathing out as you flex. Drawing that leg back a little bit further. Turning the leg inward and outward. Alright, take the band in one hand, take the right leg over to your left. Keep the foot flexed. Move that leg forwards and backwards. Alright, bring the leg back, swap hands. Take the right leg out to the right. Turn the leg out as well. Flex the foot. Good, bring the leg back. Okay, and finish off with your hip stretch. So left foot on the bent right knee. Level pelvis. Turn that leg out to the side. Breathing in, breathing out. And just bring the other leg off the floor for a deeper stretch if you need to. Okay, and the other one. Alright, so we're going into our relaxation. So you can stay in this position, you can roll over into your child's pose position if you want to. Knees bent, legs straight, knees apart, up to you. And just concentrate on relaxing all the muscles. So start off with the neck. Relax the head, relax the neck. Relax the shoulders, relax the arms. Relax your back, relax your legs. So you want no tension anywhere in the body, and then we're going to add in our Pilates breathing. So deep breath in through the nose, ribcage expanding sideways. Holding it for a few seconds, and then long slow breath out through the mouth, ribcage closing. All those who've done the same, holding it for a few seconds again, and repeat that sequence in your own time. Focusing on your deep breathing in through the nose, long slow breath out through the mouth, and rise and fall of the rib cage, and then holding those breaths a little bit longer. Okay, so as your breathing slows down, you'll become into a state more of relaxation. Alright, we're going to slowly come back up. So roll back up on all fours. Into cat stretch position first. Breathing in, breathing out. Tuck the chin in, opening the shoulder blades, and then retracting. Stretching out the spine, breathing in, breathing out. then stretching back up. Hips back, shoulder blades back and down, bend and straighten. Alternate knees, trying to stretch back of the leg a little bit more, followed by your back stretch. Good. Alright, draw the abdominals in, slowly walk the hands back, coming up one vertebra at a time. Fantastic. Okay, so arms slightly behind you, neutral spine position. Breathing in and out, shoulders forwards, up, back and down. Stretching up from your shoulder blades, reaching up towards the ceiling, and then reaching up one arm a little bit further. And then cross the hands behind the head, tuck the chin in, head forwards. Slowly come back up. Okay, fantastic. That's it for today, thank you. Hope you enjoyed that. So we did quite a bit today on our forearms plank in that position. So hope you enjoyed that. Okay, see you soon.